It was a cold autumn evening. A group of wealthy men has gathered at a banker's house. As the night went on, their conversation turned serious. They began discussing an important question: which is more human, death penalty or life imprisonment? The banker believed that the death penalty was better. He said, it ends suffering quickly. But a young lawyer disagreed. He said calmly, to live even in prison is better than to die. The discussion became more intense. Everyone had strong opinions. Then suddenly, the banker made a bold offer. I will give you 2 millions if you can stay in complete isolation for 15 years. The room went silent, but the young lord accepted the challenge. I'll do it. And so the bet began. The lawyer was locked inside a small room. He had no contact with outside world, no conversation, no human connection, only books, music, and his thoughts. The first year was very difficult. He felt lonely and restless. Sometimes he played music for hours just to fill up the silence. But slowly, things changed. He began to read, at first novels, then languages, philosophy, history, and religion. Years passed. Inside the small room, the lawyer began to change. He gained knowledge and a deep understanding of life. Outside, the banker's life was also changing. He started losing his wealth. His financial situation became worse. As the 15th year came closer, fear took over his mind. If I pay him, I will lose everything. One night, unable to handle the fear, the banker made a terrible decision. He decided to kill the lawyer. Quietly, he entered the room, but what he saw shocked him. The lawyer was asleep. He looked weak, thin, almost lifeless. On the table, there was a letter. The banker picked it up and began to read. In the letter, the lawyer wrote, over the years, he had understood the truth about life. He realized that wealth, luxury, and pleasure are meaningless. And then came the final words: I reject 2 million. I will leave 5 minutes before the end of the bet, so I lose it on purpose. The banker was shocked. He felt ashamed. Quietly, he left the room. The next morning, the lawyer walked away just minutes before the bet ended. He gave up the money forever. This story is from Anton Chekhov, the famous Russian short story writer.